Dear friends, my name is Praveen, and as we celebrate Shyam's life, it is my honor to have known Shyam for the past 25 years. I went to undergraduate school with Shyam, lived together with him while both of us worked in India, moved to the US around the same time, been to many wonderful trips with him, spent several weekends together, and countless time talking with him. Our relationship evolved to where we did not have to see each other or talk to each other. That rare connection we get to establish, it is hard to describe, but you know it when you have it with someone. I consider this relationship to be one of the greatest privileges of my life. Over these 25 years, I have gotten to know Shyam from different perspectives. During those very early days itself, one thing was very clear to me. Shyam was someone with high integrity and was deeply humble. And for that, I prostrate to his wonderful parents to have given this gift to us. I came to know firsthand how he helped others during our stay in Bangalore. For a lot of us who were looking for a job and a place to live in Bangalore, Shyam was the go-to person. It was Shyam's house that would become our house. It was to Shyam that we looked for advice when we wanted tips for job interviews and such. One of my roommates shared recently that as he was getting ready to go for his job interview, Shyam advised him to dress more professionally and handed over his own shirt to him. Shyam was also a role model when it comes to work ethic and setting goals. He was the first one in our group to get a job in the US. His commitment to work was such that at the time we failed to understand why he had to work so hard. Just to share an incident, there was a time when he had to come to US, I think this was in 1999, and all of us who were his roommates had left, and he did not come back the previous night because he had some job to finish before he went for his business trip. So he came in the middle of the day, found that the room was locked, and he had to almost break into the home, and passers-by almost called the police because they thought somebody's trying to break into the house. That was the commitment that he showed. It was much later that we would realize and appreciate the value of hard work and the value of setting goals that he inspired us with. His greatness was in the fact that he lifted all of us without any of us knowing that. As both of us came to the US in the early 2000s, we got to spend more time together, and I got to know Shyam more personally. On different occasions when I was facing challenges, he was able to understand me, calm me down, and make me better. I started noticing that there was something different, something special about those interactions that made it easy for me to open up and comforting to listen to his feedback. During this time, I also had the wonderful opportunity to travel with Shyam on some of the most memorable trips of my life. Niagara, Yellowstone, and a week in Alaska. I did not think there was anything more spectacular than seeing northern lights in a starry night in Fairbanks, Alaska. Now I know that what was more awesome is that I got to see it with him. As both of us got busier with our married lives, our interactions lessened, but our relationship deepened. During one such meeting, I asked him, how is it that while I brought my bag of emotions and judgments to him, he did not seem to? His reply was that he does not have any specific expectation out of a relation. And that was an eye-opening moment for me. I had not met people who could actually do that. But as I reflected, it became clear why I found this person to be so special. It was because he was not expecting anything back from me. And that made it easy for him not to judge me. And hence, what he had to give me was unconditional understanding and love. In the end, I realized that this unconditional love was the rare, special thing that made Shyam unique. I was telling Sharda that 5 months ago, after I got to spend a weekend with Shyam, as I dropped him off at the airport and I'm going back, the feeling that I had was not of momentary happiness for having spent that wonderful time after such a long time of not seeing each other. It was not also of sadness that, oh, he's leaving me. It was a feeling of peace. And like always, without saying it, it was his way of showing me that the only thing in this world that brings that peace is unconditional love. As I conclude this, I would like to quote a verse from the holy book of Hindus, the Bhagavad Gita. It says, "He is not born, nor does he ever die. Unborn, eternal, changeless, and ancient. He does not die when the body dies." And that He is the idea of unconditional love that my dear friend Shyam is. I pray that his memories lift all of us every day to be humble, to be helpful, to be less judgmental, and above all, unconditionally love those we touch in our limited time together. Thank you.